All right, so can you introduce yourself to the people?
Well, my name is Simi Jones. I'm the Barber Pros. I'm from Horn Lake, Mississippi, and my barbershop is in Hickory Hill area, 5495 Winchester.
Okay. So you say it's the Barber Pros.
The Barber Pros. Yeah.
Okay, so how'd you get started in the barber trade? And how long have you been doing it actually?
Well, I've been doing it for about 20 years, and a brother of mine started cutting hair first professionally, and he was making good money at it, so I felt like it was something I could do also. But I always wondered, man, everybody in my family is good at this, so I started doing a lot of research, and comes to find out that my great granddaddy owned his own barbershop.
Wow.
On my mom's side. And he was from Ashland, Mississippi. Moved to Memphis and owned his barbershop right there in South Memphis, South Mississippi. And that was something that was like, whoa, that's probably why so many people in my family are in the barbering game, in the cosmetology game, And I just felt like it was in my blood, so I felt like now let me take it to another level.
Okay, so would you say, or how important would you say it is for the Barber Pros to be family owned and operated, because it is a family business, right?
Well, it is a family business, and by me doing the research and knowing what I know about it as far as my family, every time I make a move as far as a barbershop and anything like that, I make sure that my family is involved, because I do want it to be a family business. I want it to be family operated, and I still want to take it farther and farther and farther and farther and farther. I want to try to build the legacy that my great granddaddy did for us. So,
Awesome. So, as a master barber, as a barbershop owner, what would you say is one of the most challenging aspects of being a master barber or owning a barbershop?
Well, people come and they say, man, your job is so easy. You get to watch TV and meet all these new people, and you get to do something you love to do, and that's great. But I take it serious, so
Peace.
I try to take it. I try to do a little traveling. Do research. It takes study, practicing on your craft. Every year is something new, and you got to get it. You got to try to get it. You got to try to be good at what it is, because it's changing consistently. And I just don't want to be one of those barbers that's stuck in the time. I have to constantly upgrade myself.
Okay.
And people think it's easy, but it's a lot of days I have to sit back and try to get this right. You have to budget your money.
Okay.
You have to carry yourself the right way. It's a lot comes along with it. It looks easy, but believe me, it's a lot comes along with it. And I'm sure every businessman, they'll say the same.
Okay. So I've noticed over the years of just coming to this barbershop and being at one point part of this barbershop, a lot of your clients open up to you. They open up, they give you some of the most intimate, personal details of their life, which to me shows trust, respect, and admiration. So how does that feel, knowing that your clients confide in you with such personal and intimate details in their life?
Well, me personally, I feel like I'm just a people's person. You know, humble. I make sure I stay humble, and I'm a people person. And you know, when people tell me stuff, it stays right here. All I try to do is give them the best advice that I can give. I don't tell them nothing wrong. I just tell them what's the best thing I feel like I should tell them at that time. Because I done actually told folks stuff and they done came back and told me, hey man, you saved my life by that little small, little piece of advice you gave me. You know what I'm saying? When you go home, you think about that and you like, wow man, just a little bit of advice that somebody like me gave somebody else, it helped them along the way. And and these are not like these are just regular people. These are major figures in this city. You know, so it's amazing that a little bit of advice that you give that you probably think don't mean nothing, mean a whole lot to somebody else.
Wow, that's peace right there. So I see you gloved up, you masked up. How has the COVID-19 pandemic affected the barbershop in any way?
Well, for me and some of the other barbers that I know, you know, it's something that I felt like we should have been doing anyway by wearing masks and wearing gloves. But I feel like we are essential workers anyway, because
Definitely.
you have a lot of people out here that's stressed out, and they're going through a lot of mental health. And I feel like coming to the barbershop and talking about sports and barbershop talk, the stuff that we do, that help people along the way. So the barbershop has been really good during this pandemic, you know.
It's like our country club.
Exactly. It's just like our country club. And you know, people come up here and stay up for hours and hours and hours and
Just talking, huh?
just talking, and it's like therapy. And you know, I always felt like we was gonna do good during this pandemic, because this pandemic is, you know, it's got a lot of stress on people, man, and they love coming to the barbershop, and I love them for them to come up here. It's beautiful. And you know, man, I just want to be the kind of person in the barbering game and in the business game, and as far as the black-owned business, to be the kind of guy that open up his business in the black neighborhood and give the kids something to look up to, man. You know what I'm saying? That's something that me and my brothers and all of us, we try to stay on that kind of level right there.
Okay, so what would you say are some of the core values of the Barber Pros as far as the community you serve, you know, as it pertains to them?
Well, you know, man, we do back to school, free haircuts, all that stuff. Every year we get involved in that wood.
Okay. Giving back.
We try to reach out to the mayor on things that we feel like could benefit. You see, we just want to be some of the people that stand up for what we believe in and not be quiet. You know, we just want to give people something to say. Hey, man, I can go to the barber shop and you know, they can, you know, some positive people there. You know, I can see something positive.
So without mentioning any names, you know, you've been in the game 20 plus years. What would you say is one of the wildest or craziest experiences you've actually seen as a master barber on your journey in this trade?
Well, it's not a lot of them, but some of the things that puzzle me is I had a client that come in here that I shaved his hair all out bald for 7 years. Then all of a sudden, he said, man, I think I want to grow my hair out. Like, what are you talking about? You want to grow your hair out? I've been shaving you bald for 7 years. Your hair can't grow. 6 months later, he had an afro.
Yeah.
And I was amazed because I never knew his hair can grow. And you know, I had women that come in here that's hair down their back and they say, hey man, cut me off completely.
Wow.
All the way off. And I just be like, you sure? And you know, but they want to go natural. And,
Right.
You know, I say, hey man, that's beautiful.
Okay.
You know.
Now, we definitely appreciate you for your time and your efforts today, man. We thank you. Well, you got any social media handles you want to shout out to the people? Or?
Well, I'm the Barber Pros.
The Barber Pros.
So you see the Barber Pros floating around everywhere? That's me. That's me.
Hey.
On Instagram, you can find me at the Barber Pros. On Facebook, you can find me at Simmy Jones Jr., the Barber Pros.